Episode 6: The Pioneer of Internal Combustion Engines Part 2. Lenore approached a strangely shaped three-wheeled carriage. This carriage had a vertical circular steering wheel, commonly used in steam cars at the time. Connected to the front wheel, and at the very front, a horn was attached to alert people of its approach. What made it unique was the presence of a box-like structure beneath the carriage. Unlike traditional horse-drawn carriages, on the right side of this box, a gear protruded and was connected to the wheel's drive shaft via a chain. Lenore named his vehicle Hippo. He invited Daimler to board and started the vehicle. Unlike conventional steam engines, the Hippo could start immediately without the need to generate steam by burning fuel. Although it vibrated significantly, it was lighter, more agile, and moved faster than traditional steam-powered carriages. Daimler watched the vehicle in motion and was astonished. Realizing that it was equipped with the coal gas engine Lenore had developed 2 years ago, he could not hide his admiration. Lenore extended his left hand from the driver's seat to indicate a left turn and explained that this engine was the result of years of experimentation. Though there were still areas for improvement, he felt proud that it was much lighter and more powerful than conventional steam engines. The Hippo gradually slowed down to make a right turn. Lenore extended his right hand to signal the turn, allowing pedestrians and oncoming vehicles to anticipate his movements. This method later evolved into the concept of automobile turn signals. Passersby were astonished by the Hippo's speed and compact size, drawing considerable attention. Daimler highly praised the potential of the Hippo and suggested that mass production could be a viable option. Lenore stated that it was still in the experimental stage, and that he planned to refine and develop it into a fully completed model. With the refreshing breeze brushing past his ears, the Hippo soon arrived at Lenore's factory, La Roquette. Daimler stepped down from the carriage and expressed his admiration for the Hippo that Lenore had developed. He believed that this vehicle had the potential to revolutionize transportation as it was known. However, Lenore humbly replied that he had merely experimented with replacing the steam engine with a gas engine, and had never anticipated a revolution in transportation. Contrary to his expectations, however, the Hippo became a crucial turning point in the transition from external combustion steam engines to internal combustion engines. Following this, many people designed new engines based on Lenore's internal combustion engine. The two engaged in an in-depth discussion about the performance and potential of the Hippo. At that moment, an elderly gentleman entered through the factory's main gate. He explained that he had accidentally witnessed the Hippo speeding down the road and had asked around to find this place. Being highly interested in automobiles, he requested to see the Hippo up close. Lenore warmly welcomed him and introduced the vehicle he had built, standing beside Daimler with a satisfied expression. He jokingly remarked that the growing crowd gathering around the Hippo was thanks to Daimler's visit. In response, Daimler praised Lenore, saying that people were gathering not because of him, but because of how remarkable the vehicle was. As their conversation continued, Lenore asked Daimler if he had ever considered the possible applications of his new engine. Daimler admitted that he had not given it much thought before, but realized new possibilities through his discussion with Lenore. Lenore expressed his satisfaction with his invention, admitting that he found it difficult to come up with new ideas. He had spent his entire fortune over 20 years developing the Hippo and had become a poor inventor. Feeling that his age limited him from taking on further challenges, however, he was certain that Daimler could carry on his dream and create the ultimate internal combustion engine, surpassing anything that had existed before. Daimler was deeply moved by Lenore's words. His heart swelled with emotion at the realization that someone truly understood his dream. Shaking Lenore's hand, he realized that their dreams aligned toward a single goal and vowed to make it a reality. At that moment, an elderly gentleman who had been observing Lenore's car approached. He examined the structure of the Hippo closely, his expression filled with admiration. He remarked that this vehicle was entirely different from traditional steam engines and asked how it operated. In response, Lenore explained the engine of the car. He described how the vehicle was powered by an internal combustion engine, using coal gas, operating in a completely different manner from steam engines. He added that after years of research and countless experiments, the vehicle had finally reached a state where it could reliably travel on roads. The elderly gentleman showed great interest and inquired whether Lenore planned to produce custom-made vehicles. Lenore responded that he had not yet considered custom manufacturing but believed it was possible. The gentleman then stated that he would contact Lenore again soon and requested that the vehicle be designed elegantly. He emphasized that cost was not a concern and asked for a more refined exterior design. Curious about the man's identity, Lenore asked for his name and residence. But the gentleman simply smiled and replied that he would find out soon enough. After giving the vehicle one last careful inspection, he left with a satisfied expression. This elderly gentleman turned out to be a close aide to Russia's Alexander II, and he would later present Lenore's vehicle, the first internal combustion car, to the emperor as a gift. Later, another Hippo would be sold to the United States. However, after 20 years of research, Lenore had exhausted his entire fortune, selling only 2 Hippos and ultimately failing to escape financial hardship. Meanwhile, Daimler bid farewell to Lenore as he prepared to return to Germany. As he left France, a burning passion ignited within him. Lenore's internal combustion technology greatly inspired Daimler, and he was ready to refine it further and bring about a revolution in the automotive industry.